Hi everyone, welcome to day 23 of our 30 days of JavaScript challenge. So the question that we have today is group by, and it is a medium level question. Although it is marked as medium, but this is an easy question only. So let's see what we need to do in this question. Okay, so what we have been given away. Okay, we have been given an array, and what we need to do is we need to like group all the objects inside it. Okay, so what they have told here, write code that enhances array such that when we call this array dot group by, okay, then what will happen, this will get grouped in one key, and this will get grouped in another key. So we need to group the values based on the IDs. Okay, so let's say we have ID1 here, and if we have more objects in the same category, then what we need to do is we need to group it under same ID or the same key. Okay, so this will become an array, and it will get assigned to 1. Okay, so let's say this is our object obj, so it will have 1 as a key, and this id1 and id1 and id1 that is taken from this array inside one array, which is like we can say that under one these two values have been grouped, right? So this is what we are supposed to do. We need to group the values in the array, and we need to return that object. Okay, so a grouped array is an object where key is the output of fn of arri. Okay, now what is this fn? Okay, so when we are passing a value from fn, right, let's say we are passing id1, then when we are passing this id1, then what it will do, it will return this value. Okay, now once this one is returned, our object, that new object that we are forming, this one should be the key inside that. Okay, this is what they have told here. A grouped array is an object where each key is the output of fn of arr of I. So whatever this array we are passing in this fn, okay, so it will accept an item. Okay, we are passing this, and what it does, it returns the item dot id, so it will return this one. Okay, so we need to use that one as the key in the new object, and we need to return the grouped version of it. Okay, so each key is the output of fn of arr of I, and each value is an array containing items in the original array with that key, right? So once we have this one as our key there, so what we need to do, we need to group the rest of the values in the key according to that. So in our array, whichever values are 1, okay, it will group under this key 1. So this will become our means expected output for 1 as key. Okay, now we have told that the provided callback fn will accept an item in the array and return a string key. Okay, as like I told that it will take this value, and what it will do, it will return the value. Okay, and it will be in the form of string. Okay, so the order of each value should be the order of the item. Oh, and we have been told that this in this array the values are appearing in the same way the value should be occurring in this output also. Okay, or the output object also, the order should be in the same way. So now what we have been told, we cannot use lodash as group by function. We cannot use the pre-built function. We need to form the function in such a way that we can use it, means we can replicate the function of group by, but we cannot use the pre-built function. Okay, so let's see an example. Okay, so the example, I took this same example, I will explain with the same example only. Now what we are doing in the first stage, let's say we are passing this array, right? Now this array, this id and 1 will pass here, it will return an id. Okay, let's say we have an object. Okay, So for the first time, when we do not have anything, right, we do not have any key, so in such cases what we will do, we will take this 1 as the key and we will assign there, and we will start a new array with a value in it. What will be the value? It will be the array element at that index. So we will get id 1. 1 will also be a string. Okay. Now when we move to the this was 0th index, right? Now when we move on to the first index, this, now we already have this key in our object, right? So when we already have an like key in the object, then what we need to do, we will simply add this element without inserting the key, right? We cannot duplicate the key, but we can add the value inside that, right? So we will push a new value inside this array. So the new value will also be same only, so we will add this here. Now we move on to the second index, right? This was 0, this was first, this is second index. Now we see that we do not have 2 as key here. Okay, so in the same way, first for the previous 2, it was going in the fn callback, so in this also it will go in the fn, and 2 will be returned as a string. It will become the key here, and what we will see, that we do not have any value for key, since then we will create a new array with the element here. So we will add here we need to denote it with array only, so array will be there, and what we will do, we will write the id. Okay, so it will become 2. Now this is our expected output as final result. Okay, now what we are doing here, first we are checking that we already have a value in this object or not, right? So for the approach of this question, how we are starting, we are iterating on the array, right? So we are starting from I is equals to 0 to I is less than n, where n is the length of the array. And also in this question also we will not be given the array. Okay, so we will be using this as the array. Okay, we will not be provided like specific keyword for the array. We will be using this here, because this array has been declared somewhere in the window, and we can use it with the global world, this, right? It can access anything, so we will be using this as the array. Okay, so what we will do here, now we have this, we will start iterating, right? Now what we will do, we will check if our object, we will declare the object here. Now if the object has this property, this has own property, what it checks, that if your object has already some value inside it, okay, or the whatever key we are passing, it already has a value or not. So how we will find the key here, we will pass fn, right? We will pass arr of I in fn. So we will do the same here. Instead of arr we will use this, so I will write the same here. So we will pass this of I. Now we are checking that if this object has the property or not. If it has the property, then what we will do, we will take the object for that key. Okay, we will take the object for this key, it will be square brackets here. So here also, in order to get the key, what we can do, we can take this fn of this of I. So let's say we will declare a variable key here, and it will store fn of this of I. So we don't have to like call this function again and again, right? We will use key here. If the key is already there, right, then what we will do, we will push a new value in it. So we will push arr of I. Now this will be used when we already have a value, right? But what will happen if we don't have any value? Like the key is not present, right? So in such condition, we will move into the else block and we will create a new key, right? So we will use object. Now the new key needs to be created, so we will be using we are creating the key outside if block, right? So we can use the key here also. So here what we will do, we will use object of key, and since we need to start start a new array for this for the value, so we will declare this inside an array. Okay, so we will pass this of I in the new array, and it will create it will means, let's say for the first time we were adding key as 1, right? So the value was not there, we were declaring an array, right? So this will declare a new array, and after that, if we already saw once 1 was there, then we were pushing more values into it, right? So what we will do here, since it will have a property, so it will push the new value inside that, or the same value inside that, because these values are same only. So this is what will happen. So now let's move on to the code. Okay, so whatever little doubts are there, you will get it clarified. So let's move on to the code now. Now what we will do, we will declare an object as the result, right? So we will have this object, and now what we will do, we will start a for loop. Now in this for loop, what we will do, we will go till less than this dot length, right? This is the array here, this dot length I plus plus. Now what we will do, we will get a new key for every time, right? So let key is equals to fn of this of I, right? If we have to pass this key, this of I in the function that is provided to us as fn, so that we get the key. Okay, so we will pass this in the fn, and now what we will do, we will check if obj dot has own property. If it has the property, then what we need to do, we need to push the value, right? So we will push the value here, object of key dot push. What we need to do, we need to push the value at that index, right? So we will put this of I in that. Otherwise what we need to do, we need to start a new array, right? So what we will do, obj of key is equals to, we will start a new array, this of I, and outside this loop what we will do, we will simply return this obj. So now let's try to run this code. So this sample test cases are passed. Let's try to submit it. So this code has been accepted. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please let me know in the comments. And if you understood the video, then please let me know in the comments. And in case of any doubts, please let me know that also, so that I can clarify it. And in order to continue with me in this journey, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification, so you will be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you for watching.